Welcome everybody, I'm Janet Unterschlag, and thank you to Liberty that I can be here for these 2 hours. I'm a little bit nervous. Paper 1 always makes me nervous. It's the paper I can predict so little about, but we've got 2 hours, we've got some questions from students. Let's see what we can achieve with some solid revision in the next 2 hours. The first student is Sibongile. So she's sent me a whole variety of things. So she started with this one. Now, Sibongile, the first thing is, remind yourself about what Concord is. So Concord means harmony. It means things working together. And you must look out for 2 things when you're asked about Concord. Subject, verb, concord, which means the subject and the verb must agree. So if you say, my brother and I, if you replaced my brother and I with a pronoun, you'd say we. Then say to yourself, do I say are or is? My brother and I are going to school or something. So it's we are. So that's subject, verb. The subject and the verb must agree. Then the next thing you need to look out for is pronouns. And this can go with adjectives as well. So look at your subject or whatever it is that we're talking about. So if you have, let's say, a child. A child is singular, right? So technically, you shouldn't say a child should always be polite to their mother. What is technically wrong with this is that there is plural. Now I keep saying technically, because English is in a state of flux, of movement, the way that all languages are. And more you're going to see this. A child should be polite to their mother and then followed by they. They should know what good manners are. So you've got another plural over here. This is what is coming in. And I'm predicting that, 5 years' time, that's going to be correct. But Sibongile, at the moment, it's still considered wrong because English has this problem with pronouns, especially he and she, and people are very sensitive to gender pronouns. But technically, a child, their mother, they, rather say children should be polite to their mother, they. And then while I'm talking about pronouns, you know that in writing, I have complained before when students say something like, when you are 18, one feels so very sensitive because they are aware that people are constantly judging us. Now, English hates this. English says, if you're going to use you, then please use you and you and you. If you're going to use one, then English says, please use one and one and one. If you're going to use we or us, then please would you say we, and us. So in other words, English likes consistency in pronouns. Now those are the things that they are asking at the moment. The subject, verb, and that pronoun adjective, does it agree with the subject thing? So knowing that in your head, look at this. This, combined with a growing awareness of health, means all brands are looking at the issue of personalization. And I actually didn't mean to correct it, but I did automatically. Did you hear it? I'm sorry. This means. Now what's happened is that this little thing in the middle has distracted you. And Sibongile, what they have a horrible habit of doing is saying something like, this combined with health issues. In other words, they put a plural there because your brain hears the plural there and then goes mean. Issues mean. But in fact, the subject is this. This is singular, means must be singular. All right. So Sibongile, as long as you understand what is Concord, what am I looking for, you can go to see if that's what's in the passage. Okay, so that's that one.